Crafty friends, today this is going to work. We're going to go through the mini catalog. Paper chef here, Kimberly Smith. Let's just get right to it because this is the third time's a charm. All right, our mini catalog is released January 6th. One thing that I want to point out is that if you shop with me right now from January 6th, right, yesterday, or was it the day before? Anyway, to February 2nd, you can earn bonus days coupons. So for each $50 you spend at my Stampin' Up store, you will get a $5 coupon, and that coupon can be used in February. Okay, that's when you can redeem it. There's no limit to how many bonus days coupons you can earn. I've already earned 2 myself, so I'm excited. And I earned them during my first, it was 2 o'clock in the morning or 3 o'clock in the morning Monday night for me. It was like actually Tuesday morning. So that's when I ordered because I wanted to make sure I got that product of the month. So that's my store. So anyway, let's get into it and just kind of go through this catalog from the standpoint of inspiration, from the standpoint of memory keeping, keep in mind card making and card sketches you're going to see and examples, and from the standpoint of this is how it's laid out from step by step, quick and easy options to creativity your way, which I would consider myself an avid crafter. So the catalog you walk through and it goes from like simple to more complex as you go through the catalog. And the kind of products are going to relate to the kind of level of crafter you are. So pretty much there's something for everyone. This is nice because it's called the Memory Making Challenge and it's on page 5. And you can just land on something, write down a favorite memory, land on something over here with the family that was about yourself. Here, bake cookies with a neighbor or for a neighbor. I just baked a dish today for my husband's coworkers. Took me over 3 hours, but I made my sweet potato casserole. They all wanted it. It was by request, okay? Send each other a postcard if you're talking about friends. So that's nice. These are just little things to get you going. In the step-by-step section, you're going to see that there are kits. We have a kits collection. The difference between a kit and a Paper Pumpkin subscription is that you know what's going to be in the kit. The kits are visible on our website. This month we released 3 new kits. You can preview them right here on this page 7. There's an adoption kit for animals. You can make yourself a cat in a box or a dog in the doghouse. A little certificate of adoption. Name your pet. Would that be a parakeet? Okay, so that's really fun. And there's a little fish in there too. So 4 pets. And that's a nice kit for 3D crafting. And then there's a butterfly kit for nice spring cards. And then there is a kit here with windows, which you can look through into the cards. Now, our kits have everything you need. Adhesives, a stamping block, ink, if you need ink, if there's any stamping involved, a stamp set. And some don't involve stamping, and they have all the parts you need. Okay, that's as opposed to a subscription model where it's a surprise. We also have a Paper Pumpkin subscription, and it's a surprise. But anyway, the kits are available now. Get them any time of the month, and the subscriptions are something where you can apply by the 10th of the month. All right, this is cool because it's memory keeping section. These are scrapbooking workshop kits. They also coincide sometimes with other suites of products we have in this catalog. So later on, you're going to see the Love Story suite, and I will show you the Love Story, or actually I'll show you the Made with Love paper. Okay, that's what this is. I'm going to show you that. This is called Love Story Scrapbooking Workshop. And in it, it tells you what comes with it. Okay, it says you're going to get all the stuff for the scrapbooking layouts. Okay, for let's see how many layouts. 7 sheets of 2-tone cardstock, 10 sheets of DSP, 1, 2, 3, 4. It looks like 6 layouts, double page layouts. But then you'll have leftover material. So that's nice. And now we're going to show you this one. It says the Explore Nature Scrapbooking Workshop. And that is going to coordinate with this Nature Walk suite, which is a Nature Walk paper. And you're going to get some kind of variation of the actual paper. You're going to get the paper, but then you're also going to get other things to vary it, like your stickers sheets and your two-tone cardstock. And then we have a beach time scrapbooking kit, great for summer, and that is going to coordinate with our beach boardwalk paper. Everything's right here. I have it all right here. This is the beach boardwalk paper, so that's going to coordinate. And of course, you get the stickers. Actually, I have the stickers. Let me grab those stickers. Those I ordered. As a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I was able to get things during the pre-order, so I did order these stickers. Let's go to the beach. I just love bright colors and fun stuff, and it reminds me of Wildwood, New Jersey, where I spent 5 seasons, full seasons, working on the boardwalk in Wildwood, New Jersey. Now, I also spent a lot of time visiting way before that, in fact, all my childhood years, and I also spent time at the Atlantic City boardwalk, so this is like really, really fun to see. And I could even probably try to find some pictures and put them in there. Scrapbook myself. But my cousin, Bonnie, she's pretty much the family historian. She does all the scrapbooking for our family. All right, so then we have mix and match, quick and easy options. In this section, you're going to see Days Like This, Memories, and More card pack. You're going to see ephemera. Here's some Easter ephemera. Okay. I have some Easter ephemera in this month's workshop series kit. So everyone who ordered the Easter basket workshop kit from me is going to get a half a pack of this ephemera, along with a lot of other things, which I'll show you later on tonight. I'm going to get on YouTube and do the first tutorial for that. So I will show you the whole kit. Anywho, isn't this ephemera cute? It's called Easter Time Mix and Match Ephemera Pack. In the package, you're going to get 2 sheets of each. Now, they're laser cut. So you just pop them out. You can see that, hopefully. And then you can just craft with them. And they're going to... The nice thing about ephemera is it coordinates with our cardstock colors and other things. And then this pack up here, Unforgettable Times Mix and Match Ephemera Pack. Okay, so that is nice, and I've already popped some out. Not on purpose, actually, but you can see that a lot of these popped out. Family Fun, Sweet Dreams, Unforgettable, Happy Day, Oh, Happy Day. Okay, so this is the hot mess I made of opening up that package, and it's nice, some gold ones as well. All right, so great for memory keeping. And then also in the quick and easy options, I love this because it has, you may have seen something called card sketches in some of our catalogs. This has tag sketches and scrapbook sketches. So these are really good for inspiration. And now let's get into the Love Notes Mix and Match Designer Series paper. It is a 6x6 paper, so I didn't have to cut this one down. I have it all ready for the Designer Series Paper Share. You could sign up for my Designer Series Paper Share until the 10th, or by the 10th of January. And then you're going to be able to sample all the papers in this mini catalog. There's an extra add-on option where you can sample online exclusive Designer Series paper. And it maybe you're like, don't want a whole pack of Valentine paper. Well, this is a good time to get the paper share because I have it at a very reasonable price where you're just paying for a quarter of the pack of paper, tax and shipping. Actually, all the shipping's included in the price. I've already calculated that in there. It's a service I do for my customers. And that way you get to sample all the papers. I do it 3 times a year whenever there's a new catalog. That's a different Valentine paper that you're getting. All right, so that's Love Notes on page 17. This one is a stamp set I did purchase, Reason to Celebrate. And I'm not sure what I did with it. Let's see where I put it. I had it, and then I put it away. I was like, oh, the catalog's not coming out for a while. Let me put this away. And, of course, now the catalog's here. Where is Reason to Celebrate? I just grab for stuff. I'm like, that's it. Nope, that's another envelope that reminded me of it. We have new packaging now. This is our new packaging. They're very thin. So things can just disappear. Let me see. Well, I'll find it one of these days and show it to you. I think I did show it to you when I did an unboxing. So these are great sentiments. I still need to do some New Year's cards myself. And then we got Valentine's, Easter. I mean, this is right here, St. Patrick's Day. We have a lot in this stamp set. Okay, here's some, but we're now on page 20. You got a welcome baby set. Lots of examples on top of how to use that set. You have a big single Happy Valentine's Day stamp. Another big stamp with Father's Day and Mother's Day on it. So big stamps, I should say, not stamp. And then you can make cards where this is the focal point of your card. Very easy peasy cards. And now when it gets into creativity your way, on page 22, it starts talking about all the different suites we have. The suite collections, of which one is already on low inventory. Can you guess which one? I'll give you a hint. There's already one that's on low inventory. Suite collection has every product that coordinates in the same suite. Not every product, but a bunch of products that coordinate. So let me show you this lovely, let's see what it's called. Lovely and beautiful paper. I thought I pulled it all out last night. We're just gonna go into the bags for my designer series paper share. That might be easier. I had it all pulled out, and this is the third time of me doing this stream, so you can see I'm going faster. I will say hi, but I want to get through a little bit, and I'll say hi to everybody. So, if you're in the chat, check in and say hello. What I love about this paper, lovely and beautiful, is that it has gold foiling in it. Okay, so nice large patterns, gold foiling, and then the other side is more suitable for card backgrounds, I think, and these are kind of more suitable for, well, they can be card backgrounds too, and your focal point, but it's also nice for like little paper purses and things. When I see these little patterns, I think paper purses. Little hang piece of paper. I used a rotary trimmer, and it didn't always evenly cut this time when I was doing my samples. That my blade, I guess, unaligned or something for a little bit. But isn't this pretty? So it's called Lovely and Beautiful. And let me show you what else is in the suite. I didn't get every suite. I just got a couple products from the suites that I'll show you because I'm only featuring a few this spring, and I didn't want to get everything in the catalog like I used to. I'm not able to keep up the pace I used to for this business. I have a lot of other coals in the fire. This Lovely and Beautiful suite is a mega suite. It has the Simply Beautiful bundle, the Beautifully Celebrated bundle with these great nested dies. We have pearls and ribbon and this nice ephemera package, which is called Beautifully Adorned Ephemera Pack. Isn't that nice with all the vellum? Okay, that's the Beautifully Adorned Ephemera Pack, and that's all part of the suite. Oops, I already lost a heart. Nope, I wonder where this heart came out of. Couldn't have come out of here. Oh, it probably came out of the other ephemera pack. All right, there we go. And then there's some layouts. You have your weddings, your scrapbook layout there, wedding picture zoomed in. I think a lot of these pictures might even be like some of the staff at Stampin' Up. Maybe they're the concept artists that get to use their pictures. Look at that nice use of this vellum. Now, if you use the alcohol blends markers, they're one of the types of markers we have. These are alcohol-based. You can color in the vellum. And you're still going to have the gold showing through. So that's just a sample of how to color in the vellum. And then here's a sample of some die-cut layered flowers and a nice box. So that is the Lovely and Beautiful suite. Did anybody order this suite already and get some bonus days coupons yesterday when the catalog went live? Is anybody, or even as a pre-order, who is into this suite? Okay, now I'm going to show you Made with Love. And I just want to say hi. So we're going to show you the Made with Love paper. I have some doilies. I have some, let's see, the bags that go with this. I was just using them. Here we go. I put some presents in these bags. All right, let's do this. I'm going to stand on my tippy toes so I can read the comments in my camera. So Melissa's here from Texas. Thank you for coming back. This is a whole new video, Melissa, and you see that I'm going to go faster this time. Hello, Zaina from the UK. And Dawn Klein, I have some happy mail to send you. Thank you for coming in, Dawn. And Debbie Salinas, nice to see you again. Janet is here. Auntie Bubbles saying happy Wednesday. Cards by Chris, good evening. And thank you for all coming back again. The Made with Love suite is great for Valentine's Day and anniversaries. And I personally like that we have the proper reds, proper with the traditional real red. I get annoyed when Valentine's paper doesn't have real red in it. But I like this paper. Oops, that's still a piece from the other set. Okay, here's the Made with Love. Now, Made with Love is a 12 by 12 paper. I'm just showing you the 6 by 6 because I've cut this up for my paper share. So if you're like, I don't need so many Valentine things, well, think of everybody. Think of like your friends, mail carriers, you know, think of different people that you can make treats for. Grandparents, aunts, uncles. And or else just think of how you can use the other sides of these, like the little pink hearts or the little pink flowers anytime, right? Nice. I think some of these are upside down. Well, this one doesn't matter which direction it goes in. So I like this page especially, and I like the XOXO page. So all of this feels like they got out of order somehow. Nope, that's right. Little hearts, big hearts, stripes, XO. It's fantastic. I'm gonna put it like that. All right, now part of this suite is there's an embossing folder, some shaker elements, and a bundle with dies and stamps. Here is a stencil. This is just showing you, not a stencil, this is showing you how to use the alphabet dies that we sell to work with your, to use on your card. Here's an example of using a brayer, which we also sell, and you can color your embossing folder, and it's a way to emboss and show that. Now for these bags, you can not only use them as a bag, and they're gusseted, which is great, but you can also, like as a regular bag like so, the gusseted sides, you can cut them down, cut off the top, cut off the bottom. Actually, we'll probably leave, I'm not sure if you'd leave the bottom. Yeah, you'd probably cut them off, because you would then, instead of gusset at the bottom, you'd make a square gift bag. Okay, so you could turn this into a square short gift bag, and then use the blending brush. So that's an example of how to do something else with those. And what I did for my team, I didn't have any Valentine's stamps at the time, but when someone purchased my annual card club and they got the special gift for me, which was a take your pick tool, they got that gift. I put a doily right here. I used the red doilies. This has red and bubble bath doilies, this doily pack. So the red doily, I use the small ones. Right now, I use the rest of them for my card club. See? But didn't that look nice on the bag? The smaller one. This size, whoops, not that size. Oh, and the other side, you can color any color you want. So these doilies are called Love Doilies. I'm not sure if these are online exclusive or in the catalog, but it doesn't really matter. They're on my website. That one is what I put on the bag, but I used real red. So let me show you from the card club. Here's a real red. If it's already sealed. Card club always gets extra things. This month they got a Valentine's treat bag. They got a doily. They got a bingo. No, they didn't get the bingo card yet. They got a little box, and they got dimensional. So they always get like extra things in their card club each month. All right. Anyway, let's keep going. Oh, sign up for the card club by the 10th of the month to get the card club kit. In fact, the 10th of the month for Paper Pumpkin Card Club and all the things. All right, Easter basket bundle. This is our new stamp set configuration. I'm trying to find the dies now. So when you purchase the bundles from us, you're going to get these big cases. Everyone's ranting and raving about how much room they save. So somebody likes them. Personally, I'm still into the, this is not a current stamp set. This is going to be in my auction this weekend. If you want to come to my auctions, I do auctions on Friday afternoons, which is another story. But see, they do save a lot of room, but I still like, personally, I like the cases better. But there's nothing I could do about it, right? Stampin' Up! Has done away with these kind of cases. I liked them because I could see like the margin, and I liked being able to store all the extra stuff in there. You know, like the extra doodads and things I cut out. Anyway, they've also done away with the red rubber, which is another story. But this one is going to save you a lot of room. Okay. You have to be careful to keep your things in the plastic so you don't rip these. I've been planning on making a copy of this with acetate sheet so that I can then attach these, which I'm going to go ahead and attach them to the inside of the plastic. I'm attaching them in between the plastic because I've already been using my bunnies and I don't want them to rip the paper. This is nice photopolymer because it didn't get stained. And I absolutely love this stamp set. There's my little carrot. All right, what did I use it for? Well, the card we're going to make on YouTube. So stick around after the catalog walkthrough and we're going to make this card together using the products from this suite. So Easter basket is great because not only does it have a cute, adorable stamp set for Easter and spring, but this die here, when the coordinating dies, is wonderful. This is like worth the price of admission. It's this die that makes the basket because it cuts all the slits of the basket, and then this cuts all the little papers, and then you literally weave them through. So you can then say, I'm a basket weaver. After tonight, you could say, I'm a basket weaver. And then you take this little one and you put this around there, and you can also cut out the stamps. I just didn't want to rip my packaging. So many people get rid of their packaging. I'm watching people sell their used stuff and they have no packaging. I'm like, no, don't get rid of your packaging. Never get rid of your packaging, guys. I mean, when I say packaging, I mean this thing, because otherwise you don't know if you have a complete set. So like if you keep the packaging, you'll know I have 15 dies. Not that I'd always have a complete set because I lose my dies a lot, but at least I know how many there's supposed to be. So this is a great little suite. And it has some embellishments. Let's see. I have a package of these to show you. These are called the, let's see, Easter assortment. She gives little eggs with gingham pattern inside the eggs, little balmy blue eggs, and little lemon lolly eggs. I like that our embellishments are perfectly coordinated with our papers and our designer series paper and our cardstock, etc. So these are made just for us. They're not like something that you're going to get somewhere else. Okay, this is a piece of that gingham ribbon. This is in one of the kits that I'm sending out. You're getting some balmy blue ribbon in your kit. And then this is the Pleasant Patterns. This is also part of a kit. So Pleasant Patterns are specialty papers that come in this suite. And unlike the designer series paper, which I'm going to show you, these are one-sided. But they do coordinate. They have the colors of the designer series paper from this Easter Joy suite. So you're going to be jumping for joy when you see this paper. Because it has this great coating on it. It's actually a pack of 12 by 12 specialty paper. So one side is plain, matte, and then look at this UV coating on the other side. It's very thick paper. Some of them have card backgrounds on them. So I really think you're going to love this paper, the Easter Joy paper. I mean, the ideas are just coming, like flowing out of me when I see paper like this and the whole suite. Such great colors. All right, so that is the Easter Joy suite. And as you continue, you can see that we'll do a project like this. I'll make a box that can hold our, see, this is holding jelly beans, and it's holding a little chocolate bunny, but we can just maybe hold a Hershey nugget or something. When I say I make a box, just like I made a box for this, what was it called, North Pole delivery at Christmas time. I still have it. Okay, we can make a box to hold we could take the same basket from my card, and I can make a box. I'm going to probably use the same size box. Well, maybe bigger. I can make a bigger box for this, and we can make ourselves a little 3D basket. That's just one of the many things we do in my workshop series here on YouTube. We'll do a shaker card and lots of other things as well. we'll decorate things and make cards. Okay, Nature Walk. That's the next suite. This paper is not what you think. It doesn't have a lot of sprigs and twigs and stuff. It's probably not what you're thinking, nature. When I thought nature, I thought it was going to have some designs on it, but it's really just more of like watercolor, nature inspired. Okay, so it's very nice. And remember, there is a scrapbooking kit that goes with this suite as well. So when you invest in some of these things, like the suites that go with the boardwalk and the nature and the love notes, etc., there's a lot of scrapbooking kits that go with suites from the catalog. Okay, I'm back to the beginning. I think. Maybe I did it twice. All right. Back to the beginning. That's the piece. I always pick the piece I want to put in the front of my bag. So that is Nature Walk. And here are some products that coordinate with it. So next question is, who got this one? This was, I should have said, who got the Easter basket? I asked about the lovely one. This one's going to be, to me, the most popular in the catalog. So I want to know who got this one. And I say the most popular. Why do I think it's the most popular, this one? Lovely and beautiful. Because it's, I don't know. I thought it was the one that was printed on the front. It's just the one that I think, because they started with it. And they gave such a big layout. That's what it was. And it's a double suite. So that's why I think it's going to be popular. You got the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? 6, 7. They dedicated 7 pages of this little catalog to that one suite, and it was first. Now this one has 1, 2, 3, 4 pages dedicated to it. So who's with me? We're going to have a bingo based on this as well. Find my little paper. We are having an Easter basket bingo using the stamp set on February 27th at 7 p.m. on Zoom. So anyone can join in. You can only join in. I'm only allowed to send prizes just based on, well, I'm only sending these kits and prizes to Georgia, okay? I don't mean Georgia. I meant U.S. Oh, gosh, not Georgia. None of my customers are in Georgia, hardly ever. Anywhere in the U.S., okay? You can join in the Zoom bingo. Or U.S. territories like Guam, U.S. Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico, right? You could be at an APO address. Anywhere where I can send this via U.S. mail, your bingo kit. You can join in my bingo. I don't know why I said Georgia. Thank you, Zaina, for your comment about the card. Yeah, you're also don't like the new cases. Hey, I just keep it real. And see, Debbie Salinas is the one Debbie St. Cheb loves the new cases. And Debbie, and I'm glad you love them, Debbie, because Debbie's been giving me her old cases. And I've been using the heck out of them. Debbie, this is one of them I had to take out of like a really decrepit case and like put it into one of your cases just to be able to like put it in my auction because it was a hot mess. Like you could see how like even the dies are still a hot mess. They had like this little paper, but I mean, I need to find a magnetic sheet or something. Anywho, because you sent me cases, I was able to present things better for my auction Friday. But this is another sneak peek of my auction. I'll be doing this bundle as well. I do my bundles for $20 at my auction. So that's a really good price because you can see bundles retail. This one's like a $49.50 retail. So when they all retire, I try to sell them all at my auctions on Friday. Because then I can just get more craft supplies. Anyway, so who got the Easter basket bundle? Who's with me? Who's playing bingo with me? Hey, cool. There's still more. I'll send you a package label when it comes time. But wait till we get a whole box, right? All right. So cool. This is all nature's, what did I say? Nature Walk? Nature Walk. Yeah, Nature Walk. All right, so that's it. Now, cute as a bug, I just read right before I went live, somebody was like, oh, it's already on low inventory. Now, Janet, who's here, Auntie Bubbles, someone who can multitask, or anyone, it doesn't have to be Janet, but like, can you tell me why the suite is on low inventory? Is it because this adorable paper? I hope it's not the paper, because if it is on low inventory, I need to go order it like right away, ASAP, for my paper share like tonight. Or is it because of the cute little bugs? The embellishments, are they what's on low inventory? Because when a suite is on low inventory, it doesn't mean everything in the suite is. It means probably just one product. Now, I think these little guys are adorable. I don't need to go order more of them. I just think they're adorable. I'm not going to be featuring this particular suite maybe until I already have Easter going on for January, February. If I do feature the suite, it won't be till March. But these are adorable, and I think these will probably sell out, these little ladybugs, because the colors, you can see, coordinate with the paper. But let's look at this paper. Cute as a bug. Cute as a bug in a rug. And it's 12 by 12 paper. But this is already cut down for my designer series paper share. The patterns are adorable. Love it. And then sometimes when people say something's on low inventory, they might not be from, when they write that, they don't say what country they're in. And then sometimes it's like they're spreading a panic, and then everybody goes and buys it and puts it in low inventory because somebody writes it and it's like, Okay, so Cards by Chris is the one. This is what you ordered? Cool. The bug paper. I have a feeling when I do a swap. Okay, thank you, Debbie. Debbie said that it's the Ladybug Garden epoxy shapes. These are the ones that are putting the whole thing on low inventory. I knew it. But I'm not going to go panic and buy a bunch. I mean, maybe like if I'm in the shop trying to get stuff for my paper share or my bingo, I might pop one more in my cart, just so I have another little bit. But I'm not going to be like, I need 27 packs of those. Now, some people do need, we're in another page. Some people do need a lot because they're using them for a workshop. Like as far as the Easter elements, I did order a few of these because I ordered one with the suite in the pre-order and a couple extra because everybody's getting 2 rows of these in my workshop. So I did need to order like more than usual. But that Cute as a Bug paper is simply adorable. And it's a combination of like sort of bright and cute things. But it also has, well, not really bright, but it's really more of a regal. I actually almost thought these were Poppy Parade, but they're not. They look like they're, would they be Cajun Craze or something? No, maybe they are regal, so they might be real red or something. Let's check. They look like they're real red to me. So it cracks me up because I think somebody working in the ordering department is not a crafter, because when there were these peppermints a couple years ago and they ran out in like a couple days, they got in low inventory. And they're like, we didn't know the peppermints were going to be popular. And it's like, you're obviously not a crafter, because I can look at those peppermints and know they're going to be popular. But that paper is going to be popular. Now, the reason we probably won't run out of this is because we can print this. There's probably a way to print this quicker. And we do make the stamp sets in the United States. So maybe that these are coming from overseas, and that might be why they're harder to get, they're harder to get quickly. Whereas paper and stamps, I think we can get quicker, unless it's specialty paper. It's like all easy to print more from the printing companies. Anyway, this is cute little paper, the old olive, not paper, ribbon, cute old olive ribbon. But I'm digging this bundle, and I do want to get it. And I just didn't get it yet because I'm trying to pace myself. And then look at these cute little jars. And then it's showing how the dies, it's showing here that the dies cut out the patterns from the paper as well. Look at the little tables, place settings. Oh, so stinking cute. Yeah, but the suite is unavailable because of the, so is it the reason that the suite is available? Oh, it's already not just a low inventory, you're saying, Deb. It's January 19th. Okay, so it's unavailable because of these guys. So if I were you and you want this suite, first of all, it's only day 2 of the catalog going live. So this suite is already unavailable as a suite. So when you see this product number that says get the whole suite right here, you can't use this number 167007. But it does not mean that you can't just go ahead and get this for now. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm sorry. You can't get number 3, 4. Okay, 5. So if anybody's like really disappointed and you tell me, you're like, I ordered, like, I couldn't get the suite, but I really wanted to, and you're my customer, I will give my first customer who orders that from me, who orders the rest of the suite without these, I will give these to you. you will get my coveted Ladybug Garden epoxy shapes, because I can wait till January 19th and get more. But if you're getting the rest of the suite, you will get these. But don't forget to order enough to get your $75 anyhow, because when you get $75 worth of stuff, you will get the product of the month this month. And that is a $5 stamp set. So, and there's also bonus days this month. So anyway, order other stuff and I'll give those away. I can't give them to everybody because I only have one. But I mean, I can give you something else. All right. So I usually don't give things out, for people ordering, because you get my undying gratitude and it'd be too hard to keep track of. But that is sad that it is day 2 and we're out of the bugs. So, I want you to be happy. I want everybody to be happy. And I'm personally not attached because I'm like deep into the Easter basket suite right now. Now, if they were out of these, I'd be more upset. But so I know how you feel, actually. Because anyhow, Beach Boardwalk. Look how great this is for summer. Look at the pastels and the fun colors. And let's look at that paper in greater detail. Now, I've already shown you from the scrapbooking layout section these stickers that you saw earlier in the catalog that coordinate with that paper. And the nice thing is that I have a large set of this paper. I have one, like a 12 by 12 of this, so you can see it better. Okay, so you see how it's double-sided. You got your lights and your ticket shapes, which I guess the dies cut out the ticket shapes, yes. So it looks like the ticket shape here will cut out with the die. And this one will cut out that, so that's nice. I like it. Okay, another page of those lights, and then we got some palm trees. A nice watercolor wash background. A nice water background. Looks like pool party to me. Let's see. Yes, pool party is a color. During the unboxing, I did go another watercolor. I like the suns. Here comes the sun. Do-do-do-do. Oh, it's an ombre piece. It's not just sun, but it's an ombre piece. And another palm tree page. Okay, and I guess it's more of a sunset. I prefer like traditional palm tree colors, but they're going for the sunset look, I guess. And the boardwalk lights up at night, so that's kind of fun. The balloons and the carousels. So this reminds me of my boss, whose family owned a carousel company, and I also worked in an old-time photo studio. So I had a lot of fun dressing up and dressing other people up in old-time costumes and taking pictures. All right, so that is the Beach Boardwalk. I also love this. And there's some puffy stickers, too, to go with it. So we have a bundle, designer series paper, and puffy stickers. And then, of course, I showed you the other stickers from back in the scrapbooking section. So there's lots to coordinate with it. This is showing you a way to use the blending brushes to make a nice ombre background. I know, right? This suite's unavailable? Oh, wait. Oh, you're talking about... Oh, no, I'm sorry. I'm still looking at your old one. Okay. No, Rosemary Lopez is a new comment. I'm still looking at Janet's old comment. All right. So Chris ordered the bugs. And then Janet's saying she ordered the stamp sets and dies for Easter. And your other kit is on the way. And I'm working on bingo kits next. Right now, the only thing I'm sending out tomorrow is probably the designer series paper share. And maybe some more of the workshop kits. But that's it. I didn't even make the bingo kits yet. But you're getting a lot of the same paper from the bingo kits. I ordered more. At midnight. This is a nice die. Okay, so that was the Boardwalk Suite. And this is showing the machine, the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. So this is saying a cut above. And then it's just showing you some really cool, unique dies. Like this one has a nice tulip pattern. Looks like that. You can cut a nice background out. And then on the front, you can put the leaves. So you can put the colors of paper behind it. That's a nice set. Now, whenever you get a new bundle, one of our new release bundles in the catalog, you're going to save 10%. If this bundle were to stick around for like after this catalog is over, and when I say the catalog period's over, after say May 4th, when this catalog period's over, well, you could still get this bundle, but it won't be 10% off anymore. So when you want to get a bundle, get it when it first comes out, and you'll save the 10% when you buy the bundle. For example, here, this is $40.50 for this Woolly Friends bundle. I mean, who doesn't think that's adorable to cut out the body of the sheep, and then you got the head of the sheep. You could put them on little wobble springs or little dimensionals and pop up the sheep. You make me happy. I mean, how cute. Woolly friends. Super cute. And this is the woolly, this is the bundle. Okay, let's see. What would that cut out? It would cut out the bow or the bell. Okay, for the neck. That way you can make a 3D little sheep. That's cute. So if you're not into dies, you got a punch bundle that's adorable. And then we have Hope, Love, and Joy. And you can replace, you could use the Joy, Joy, or you could replace it with different shapes like hearts and stars and stuff. Nice. Okay, then we have over here Gears and Textures bundle. If you want something masculine or grunge looking. There's a name for that. I forget what it's called. There's a name for this kind of style of crafting. I call it grunge, but there's another name. Oh, what just came in? You just came in? Rosemary, this is very pretty. I love it. It has, you can use some foil, silver, copper foils and things, and you can cut it, these little gears out. I like this. In fact, I may get this. I just like it. Okay. I think my husband would like it too, and I think other people would like it. Okay, Joyful Squares. Joyful Squares bundle. You got, I mean, it's weird because I'm going through this catalog with you, and I don't feel like I've seen some of these things before. Like, I don't remember seeing this. And I don't remember seeing this. I think I just quit in the beginning. But, I mean, I've seen all the paper, but I either skipped over it, I just don't remember seeing it. Perfectly Paired. That's a paper that you're going to get in your Designer Series paper share. Let's show you what that looks like. I'm just trying to find all of my papers. Square. Square snippets. You get a lot of repeats on here, but then when I cut it all up, I tried to flip the paper so you wouldn't get repeating patterns of your square snippets. See what I mean? You'll get this one side's the same on the back. My rotary cutter's not quite aligned like my other trimmer. But then on the back, and then you get like another pattern of the four. So I flipped it so you would get the different patterns. Okay, let me do that. So square snippets is great for tag making. And just to have a lot of, I think we can make cute cards with little layers from this. In fact, this might be good for my card club next month or the month after when I'm doing something. I'm doing something with, I'm going to see if everybody wants to vote on using the new freebie or the $5 stamp set for a future card club kit. And I think we could do a lot with this, with that. So, I mean, this is really cool. So it's square snippets. At first I was like, what the heck is this? And then it grows on me because once I saw all the patterns, I saw all the possibilities. And so at first, when you saw me open it, you might have seen me open it during my unboxing. Oops. Who's getting this paper share? I just ripped your paper. Yikes. All right, we're not giving this to anybody. This will be that'd be my sample. I just ripped the paper. Unless I don't have enough in that case. All right. At first, when I opened up this paper and I saw there were 4, 4, and 4 sheets, I was like, oh boy, how am I going to divide that up? But then that way I got to give everybody different patterns. So there's 4 of each sheet, 3 of each double-sided. Okay, Greenery Lane bundle. If you guys liked our other washi tape, you can see that there's some washi tape over here. That's equally as cool. So the Greenery Lane bundle's over here. Greenery Lane with some dies. And over here, there's a new washi tape with the coordinating dies. So this one is from the annual catalog, and there's coordinating dies with this one. And same with this washi tape. So I think that's going to be very popular too, and probably sell out quickly. Because last time the washi tape sold out quickly. Yes, thank you for hitting the like button. Thank you, Melissa, for reminding everybody, to hit the like button. And yes, I agree with the distressed grunge look is really cool. All right, now we're back to, it feels like we just looked at the Made with Love paper earlier, but here it is again with the sticker sheet. So I guess when you go, there were workshop kits at the beginning, and then we saw the suites, and now it pops up again, some of the same papers, in that you can buy some extra supplies. Like, so this would be going something to go with your workshop kit. You can get us another stamp set. So if you see like, oh, these are gigantic stamps, that's because they're for like scrap memory keeping. But you could still use them for cards. And there's the paper and the sticker sheet. And there's some two-tone cardstock. And then the same with the nature. Exploring nature. You could get this nice Exploring Nature stamp set. These will fit on a card front. Somebody asked that question in one of my groups. So these stamps would fit on a card front. Stay Wild and Free could be a great card sentiment. And again, some nice stickers and some paper. So that's how I got so much Beach Boardwalk paper. That's how I got around the rule. There's a rule. Stampin' Up! Says, the rule is made for people like me. It says you can only order 2 of each item, right? For the pre-order of this catalog. So for the last month, we've been able to order 2 of each item. And I'm like, well, I needed more of certain papers, like the Easter. I ordered the whole suite, so I got more. But this one, I needed more. And then I ordered this. That's why I have an extra sticker sheet, see, because I ordered more and it came with the stickers. Just so I could get more paper for you guys. I spent extra money so that you guys wouldn't have to wait for your kits. Because I actually put this in my kit for the Easter Basket Workshop kit. Because it just looks like it's Eastery. Eastery, is that a word? It's good colors to coordinate with Easter. Okay, we have Sparkle Dot Essentials, some new embellishments. We have another cute, adorable example here of the Easter Basket Bundle and how to use it. So this is a cute project that we can sort of inspire by, encase it. It's showing you in the example here how to use these cute embellishments. And then all in a row, embossing folder is showing you that and how to use the blending brushes to use this embossing folder background. I used in your Easter Basket Workshop, I used that background for one of your projects because this is a current embossing folder. All right, let's see. This one is called Mixed Up Patterns. It's one of those standalone papers. And I believe it's right here. That's what it looks like. So just kind of, I would say, what would these be? Subtles? Maybe subtles, because I could see some balmy blue and some bubble bath, etc. Okay, so these are nice colors. Like, I mean, there's other colors mixed in, but it would be mainly subtles. I guess this would be, your, I'm trying to think if that would be Daffodil Delight or Lemon Lolly. This looks more like Daffodil Delight. So maybe some bright, some subtles. Looks like Secret Sea. So these patterns, I would say, are just good like for your card backgrounds. And, you know, I'll be including these in future kits because of the versatility and usefulness here. I mean, I especially love that. That's just so easy to use as a card background layer. Some bubble bath. All right, so that's the Mixed Up Patterns. And we're almost done, and we stayed on, crossing fingers. We're staying on. We're not doing this video again. We made it this far. So thank you for helping out, Rosemary. Anyone who hasn't hit the like button, way more are watching, or, you know, more are watching than a hit the like. So it'd be great for the algorithm if you comment. So if you're watching and you can't comment till later, please comment on the video later, because that will help the algorithm and push it out to more people. Here's a nice one called Shell Collecting. I thought this would make a good card club at some point too, maybe for the summer, because look at these. These are reversible stamps. We've worked with reversible stamps in the past with some birds and some turtles and different things. And I like that you can do a solid background color and then the texture on the other side. So these are mirror images of each other just because you're flipping them around, the stamp. So those are some examples of that. And then we have this one, which I never really noticed that gave it much attention, Aspen Grove. That's pretty cool. I like the white, that one. Yes, I agree. These coordinate, like that one coordinates with so many different things, right? That Pattern DSP. Okay, prayers and promises. This is a beautiful one. Look at all the great sentiments in this one. It's very useful. Praying that the Lord's promise will bring you hope and comfort in the days ahead. So this is good for sympathy cards. So sorry for your loss. I'm here for you. Look at all these sympathy cards messages. As you grieve, may your memories comfort you, your faith strengthen you, and may hope heal your heart. Okay, this is great. I like this. So that's called Prayers and Promises. And then over here, Stone and Vine 3D embossing folder. Nice new embossing folder. I don't think it gave it enough credit there. Look, it didn't really give it, like it's not very prominent. So I hope you guys didn't miss that. Well, here's a bigger picture of it. Oh, here, this one is a, no wonder this is such a cool stamp set. A demonstrator helped design it. It says, inspired by million sales achiever Carol Nordquist. That's what this little symbol means. That means that a demonstrator, when they get to 1 million, which I plan on getting to someday, right? To 1 million in sales. I'm only at the 300,000 level. Not only. I should never say only because that it's been an amazing achievement. But even it's going slower, my sales, but we're getting there. We're going to plug along. And when I get to 1 million, I will get to design a stamp set. But this is what she did. She designed one for this great font and like sympathy. All right, so product of the month. I already told you, and if you got in late, I already told you that we're having bonus days. So that's pretty cool. I put the paper somewhere. And then I was also, mentioning product of the month. All right, so let's talk about how you can take advantage of all our specials right now that are going on. So first of all, if you order with me right now at my Stampin' Up! Store and get some of the new products I showed you, you will be able to earn bonus days coupons. You get a $5 coupon for every $50 you spend. Okay, that's going on right now. You get to redeem those coupons in February. Now, you're also going to get to earn 10% rewards while you shop. And if you're a demonstrator, that's like a win-win because you get a discount and you get rewards and you get bonus days coupons. But if you're a customer, you're still going to get rewards and bonus days coupons, which is awesome. Now, the first time you order with me this month, you will be asked, or you won't be asked, you'll say you've qualified for the product of the month. When your order gets up to $75, it will say you've qualified for the product of the month. So not every order qualifies. It'll say, access this exclusive monthly product for $5. This month's product of the month is a stamp set. Okay, so it's something sayings. I posted it. I already forgot the name. But it is a $5 stamp set, so it's a no-brainer. So go get it for $5 when your order gets to $75. And then your order is going to be $80. Okay, so now you understand. Now your order's up to, you spent $75. You qualify for product of the month. You got your $5 stamp set. Your order is $80. So why not make your order $100, and then you'll have not just your one coupon, you'll have two coupons. So that's what I did last night. My order was $104. I lowered it down. I used my rewards because you use your rewards. It lowers it down. I used $4 in rewards because I said, I don't want it to go below 100. I used rewards from last time. And then I made my order exactly $100. And then because I'm a demonstrator, I also got a discount. So that's also awesome. Anyway, so there's a product of the month. Don't miss out. Share what you love. And this is talking about joining our team. It's always a good time to join because you can get the starter kit for only $99. Pick out $125 worth of items, and you're going to get free shipping. Okay, so that's always a good time to join. And then here's an index of all the products. All right, here's the subscription I told you about. Subscribe by the 10th of the month, and you're going to get this really cool paper pumpkin kit, which is a surprise each month. We get little sneak peeks, but only subscribers get to order past refills, extra dies to go with the kits, and stuff like that. So there are perks of being a member, a subscriber. And that's it. There's some more information when you scan that code. I haven't tried it yet. And that's it. So I hope you enjoyed this catalog walkthrough. And that if you would be my customer, I'll gladly send you some crafty goodness. Like this catalog, for example. And, explain the process of joining, etc. All right. Let me see if there are any questions. Oh, what would I do if I got $1 million sales? Yes, I would want to do what I would want to do, Zaina, and what they would let me do are two different things. I'd want to do one on scuba diving, right? That's what I would want to do. But they might say that's a really niche audience. Like there's not enough people that will buy that, they might tell me. So then I'm gonna have to do what like Janet mentioned, Auntie Bubble. She would say something nautical. So I would still say, okay, well, I still want to do underwater coral reefs, and critters and underwater critters. And I might do something like whimsical, So if I were to design right now and they said if you could do scuba diving, I would. But if they would say you could do something under the sea, I'd probably do something like that submarine, life. There was something called Submarine Life with really cute critters, really, really goofy looking critters. I'd probably do something along those lines. Not something like super elegant, like the wave one with the ocean and the nice. I might, but I'd probably do something more like whimsical critters. Yep, I have thought about it. But you'd have to work with artists for the concept. So who knows? You come up with an idea. And then by the time you start working with people, the idea is completely transformed and doesn't look anything like your original idea, right? You're like, what happened to my original idea? All right, I'm going to clean all this up, guys. And I'm just going to be back in just a bit with, oops, it's already sticking with this card. We're going to make this card and do some die cutting and stamping. I just got to gather all the supplies. And we will kick off our Easter Basket Workshop series. All right, so I hope to see you guys back on YouTube in just a bit. That's all for now. This is the Paper Chef. Have a great evening.